So it's going to be rare that teachers will have a student who is both deaf and blind at a normal secondary school level. Students who have that level of disability um, typically will not be in a average classroom. They will need to be put into some sort of class or special schooling where the pace of learning is much slower to allow for students with that level of disability to be assisted, simply because it becomes very, very difficult for them to keep up with the material since they have the two primary modes of instruction and learning are heavily impaired for them. But there is the opportunity that you might have both a blind student and a deaf student, or some sort of visually or auditory impaired student, um, separately in the same class or just in different class periods. If that is the case, and let's say they're in the same class period, then you need to make sure that when you're teaching that class period, you accommodate both of them. If you're playing a video, which you should try to limit as much as possible, so that way visually impaired or blind students don't feel that they're missing out on a lot of things. Um, if you happen to need to play a video, then make sure that audio is definitely on for that video, and that the blind or visually impaired student can kind of follow along with what is happening in the video. Um, for the deaf student, if you play the video, make sure that captions are on and subtitles are on so that they can hear and follow along with it. Or not hear, if they can read and follow along with it. When you do a normal lecture on your presentations, make sure that you have textual bullet points or something so that deaf kids can follow along. Make sure that you are speaking similar, if not the exact same information that your bullet points are presenting when you're giving an audio part for your visually impaired students. So it's just a mix of both, so that way both students feel that they're included, and it's your job as the teacher to try and make sure that you feel, or you let both impaired students know that you're doing your best to incorporate both of them, because there will undoubtedly be times where one will feel that you are favoring another, or you're excluding one by showing a video, or excluding the other by talking a lot. And so you want to make sure that you explain to them that they have this need, I'm trying to fill that need, and then you have this need, and I'm also doing my best to fill your need, and just address those issues as they come up.